Hello everyone, welcome to our video on how to complete the image issues assignment. So we're going to get started right away. I'm going to really go quickly through the eBackpack login stuff because we should have already covered that. If you need a review, please go back and review the initial eBackpack login assignment video, and that'll help you with that. But otherwise, I'm on eBackpack, mrchase.ebackpack.com. Please make sure you check to make sure that it says Mr. Chase there. No periods in Mr. Chase, just mrchase.ebackpack.com. And again, you can go through our school website to get there. This browser already has my sort of pretend student and password saved on it because it's my personal computer, but you guys will not be able to do that. So you'll need to type your username and password. So here we go. Logging in, happened quickly. Again, directory on the left, kind of dashboard in the center, these big buttons, schedule. We're going to go straight to assignments today, kind of speed through this. And you'll see you have 4 assignments still listed probably. You're going to focus on the image issues assignment today. So I click on that. You'll notice there's no discussion, no instructions. The dates already passed, but that doesn't matter because we had other students working early. So there's a variety of things here in the materials column, and I can scroll down a little bit. The one you want to open today is the image issues project. Now, if you click on the link, it doesn't download. It kind of acts like it should. But you'll get a preview here. You can look through it, but that's not going to help you much because you need to download the assignment. But once you do preview it here, then it makes it an option to download using this button here in the center. And again, you can just use the one over here on the right. Either one will work. If you want to skip the preview, you can just go straight over here and hit download. And remember, it's going to ask you where you want to put it. Okay, so I'm going to go to my flash drive again, which should have your name on it. This is technology and projects. And now I have a new assignment, so I can go new folder, image issues assignment. Okay, there it is. So my new assignment, I double click. Make sure it says image issues assignment or whatever you've titled this project folder here in the directory listing on the top. And there's my title. If you could put your name, you can put image issues after that if you want. Then that'll be helpful because then when it gets turned in, it's got your name right there in the file name. But it's up to you. Name really helps. Save it. Okay, so where did I just do? I saved that document straight to my flash drive. So now I need to open it so I can work on it. I'm going to leave eBackpack open. Go over here to my assignment on the lower left. It's going to open it up, hopefully. Where'd you go? Oh, it's coming up. Let me close some of these things here. Sorry about the flashing, you guys. That seems to have stalled. Let's see if we can do that again. There we go. Okay, so you've got 3 images with 3 different problems here. I'm going to go view and then page width. So I'm going to kind of magnify this using the view command. This is a good thing to know how to do. So again, we usually start out in the home tab and click across here in these tabs. I can go over to view and go 100% or page width gets it as wide as the monitor. My monitor is probably a little bigger than the ones we have in the lab, but it does allow me to see the images better. It's always good to start from top to bottom when you complete these assignments, so I would suggest you just put your name in here right away. If you can figure out how to do underline, kind of wish I could block you from seeing this, but I'm going to do it really quick and then maybe you won't see it. I don't know. Where'd we go here? There. Okay, you saw nothing. You don't remember how to do this. Oops. Didn't do the whole thing. Okay, so one more time with that. Here. Ha! You don't know how I did that. So, magic just happens. All right, so I've underlined my name. That's a little bonus point if you can do that. Put your name on it, first thing. Okay? So, 3 different problems that I see very frequently if we don't do this assignment to start out the projects. A lot of times students will grab an image and they don't pay attention to what part of it they're maneuvering, and it ends up being squished. This flower should be round. You notice it's kind of flat like a football, and that flower's not supposed to look like that. So that's one problem that I see with images a lot of the time is they end up being squished because somebody grabbed a side and just stretched it out to fill the space. Never do that. Bad idea. Okay, the other problem that happens is sometimes you'll end up with an image that's really stretched, okay, where they grab a side and pull it in. And again, they're just trying to kind of fit a space, but they don't do it the proper way. So you end up with an image that's really stretched. Captain America is pretty tall, but he's not that tall and skinny. So bad stretching there. And then the last thing, and this will be a little hard to see, maybe it'll be more exaggerated in the video because of the lower quality, but they'll take a small file, small picture, and stretch it really big, and it gets really distorted or pixelated. And here you can see, at least I can see on my screen, and hopefully the video will show you as well, that you can start to see the little blocks or pixels because there's not enough of them to fill this space. So the problem here is I took an image that was really small and I blew it up really big, and then it's too much. There's not enough data there to really support that. So what we're going to do today in this assignment is we're going to fix all three of these pictures, and then we're going to add our own picture. Okay, so how many pictures are you going to need to download? The answer is 3. You do not delete any of these pictures, by the way. You're just going to fix them as best you can and add your picture below the image that's already there. So to fix the squished image, I'm going to click on it, grab one of the sides, which you never do normally, and I'm going to move it in until that flower looks more normal. Something like that. And if you want to, after you've got the proportions right, in other words, it's not distorted, tall or skinny, then you can grab a corner and shrink it down a little bit so that you have room for your picture. Now that's looking much better, much more normal. So I can click my cursor just to the right of this picture, hit enter a couple of times to get the cursor below, and now I'm ready to insert my own picture. We're going to come back and do that in just a minute. I want to go through and fix all of these, and then we'll come back and insert the images. Okay, so squished is now fixed. I'm going to scroll down the page here to stretched. Right? So the solution here is to grab one of the sides and move it outward till he looks more like a normal human. Right? Let's go back up there. That's a little bit thin looking still. Probably something like that. Okay, and again, this picture is really big and I want to clear some space for my new image, so I'm going to grab the corner here and just shrink this whole thing down once the proportions are right. Okay, again, I'm just creating space so that now I can put my image below here and have it stay on the same page. Scrolling down one more page, we have this low quality image, not enough data. We're going to grab one of the corners because this one's not distorted, it's just too big. So I'm going to grab a corner, move it way in. Let me go back up here, scroll this down. Okay, keep getting smaller and smaller till I can no longer see on my screen those squares. Right? That's looking much better. Something right about there is probably the size this particular image should be. Okay, so I fixed the 3 images. That's the first part of the assignment. And now I just need to find 3 different images and put them on each of these pages and make sure that they are not distorted in any way, squished or stretched or low quality. So if you'll remember from before, we're going to go back to Google. I'm going to leave this open. Probably a good idea to save this before we leave it. So I'm going to hit Control S on my keyboard. You're not seeing that. I can go File and Save because I've already saved it to my flash drive. If you're not sure if you saved it to your flash drive and you think you might actually be working with it on the computer hard drive, then you should go File and Save As. Okay, and you can see where it is, or hit Browse and browse over to your flash drive, which again should have your name, Technology, Projects, Image Issues. And you can see that I already have it there. And the last time I saved it was 1:15, which is when I'm making this video, which as you can see is right before class. Okay, so I've already saved it. I'm good there, but if it wasn't in where it needed to be, I could go ahead and save it here, and then it would be in the correct place to work on. Okay, so escape out of this stuff. So back to the assignment. Now I need to find 3 images. Where do we store all of our images? It's on our flash drive under Technology in the Images folder. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to Chrome. I'll leave eBackpack open, and then you may recognize this from the other video where I search for the roses. But I happen to really like the Tesla car, and it's pretty awesome. So I'm going to search for that. I think it's going to take me out of images, so I'm going to have to click on Images. And now I have the new Tesla down here. Okay, remember, hopefully from before, that you want to click on Search Tools because we're searching for images that are good quality, that are bigger images. So I'm going to click there, and I would encourage you to search for large images. All right, use that as your criteria, and then you'll get some better pictures. Remember that you do not save from this thumbnail view. I like the ocean, I like Tesla, so this one's looking pretty good. I'm going to click there. Let the resolution get sharper. So you saw it went from sort of fuzzy to clear now. So I can right click on this, go save image as, and then put it not into the project folder, but I can click on technology up here and then go into images and save it there. And it says the name of the image, so that's good. I'll know what it is, and save. So that's my first image. Let's see. You're going to laugh at me when I do this next one, but I'm going to do, I can't remember, I can never, oh yes. XV, there it is. Okay. So, like cars and stuff. This is pretty cool, and this is a good zombie apocalypse vehicle. There's a nice big image, a nice big picture of it. Again, that one came into focus. You can see it downloaded very quickly. I'm going to right click on it, save image as, and then it doesn't say what it is. Oh, it does over there. So as long as it has the name of what it is, you can probably leave the file name alone. But if it's got some random numbers or letters, you can just type in what it is so you'll know when you go back to look for it, right? So I'm saving it in my images folder on my flash drive, so in case something happens, I've got a copy of it. So that's 2. And let's see, we need one other image. Let's go surfboard, something random. And again, images and search tools and large. Okay? So these are good quality images. There's a lot of them. That's pretty cool. It's got several of them. That's a really big image, so I'm going to let it get sharp here, as you saw. I can right click, save image as, and make sure it's in the images folder. It says surfboards cover, so that's good. Save. So, and again, you can see them downloading here along the bottom where they've all downloaded, hopefully to your flash drive if you've been following directions. So, I've downloaded 3 new images. Now I need to just put them in the assignment. So I'm going to click back on the Word document. That should still be open. All right. So here's our first one. Remember I told you to put the cursor just to the right of the picture. You can either just use your arrow key or hit enter a couple times to get below it. I'm going to go Insert, Picture, and then navigate here back to my flash drive, Technology, and Images. Okay. If you want, you can change the view just below the address bar in the search option here. You have more options in what you're looking at. You can go extra large icons. You can actually see the picture, and sometimes that can be really helpful when you're working with images. So I'll make the Tesla the first one. That's the first one I searched for. Boom. Okay, now that's fitting the page pretty nicely, so I don't have to adjust that. If I needed to make it bigger or smaller, I could grab one of the corners, because one of the things you want to learn is never to grab the sides or the top. Okay, but the key here is you want this image to fit on this page, so I can shrink this one down if I need to even more, but I want both of the images to be on that one page. So there we go. Now it's back up there, and I can see that the flower and in my case the Tesla are on the same page. There's a little space, so that's good. Oops. Okay, so we have too many things. Oops. Oh dear. That's not working very well, is it? Okay, so that's fixed. You'll notice there's a blank page here now because there's too many enters, so I'm going to delete some of that. There we go. Now let's back up. That's too far. Okay, so stretch should be on its own page. Captain America is probably going to need to be a little smaller still, so I'm going to make him smaller. Click to the right of the image, hit enter so that I'm just below it. I'm going to go Insert, Picture, find the one, and it's going to open to the same place, fortunately. So I'm going to put in the Knight XV, awesome zombie apocalypse vehicle. That's really big, and it's still fitting on that page, so I'm just going to leave that one. And again, you can see I've kind of created a blank page here. You don't want to do that, so watch out for that. You may need to get up here and hit some delete till you get back to the low quality image. Click to the right of the picture, go down one space, you can just hit enter, go Insert, Picture, and the surfboards was my last one. And boom, there we go. It's all fitting on one page. Make sure there's no blank last page, and we're good. Okay, you can check the quality kind of one last time. Make sure everything's looking good. Everything looks sharp, and there's one page per category. So we've got squished, stretched, and low quality, and the old images, the new images, all on one page, and so we're looking pretty good. All right, so what do we need to do now? We've worked on this assignment. It's pretty much done. I can kind of scroll back up, make sure my name's up there. It is. So I'm going to save this now. And I've been saving it all along on my flash drive, so I can just hit Control S on my keyboard. If you want to use the File command, you can go Save. If you want to make sure it's in the right place, you can go File, save as, and then you can see exactly where you're putting it. Make sure it's in your flash drive. Okay, so we have successfully downloaded the assignment, done the assignment, replaced, not replaced, but fixed all the images, added the 3 new images. The last thing we need to do is upload it back to eBackpack and then turn it in. If you already know how to do that, you can stop the video right now. If you'd like a review, I'm going to continue and show you how to do that. Okay, so my assignment's done. It's saved on the flash drive. I'm going to go back to eBackpack over here. Okay, I'm still logged in. If you're not for some reason, just log yourself back in. Okay, where do we put stuff when we're uploading it to eBackpack? That's my stuff I'm putting there as a student. So I'm going to click on My Files. I can click in the directory there, or I can click on Home, and you'll see the bigger buttons. Same gets us to the same exact place. Okay, so you can see the other document, which was the initial eBackpack login assignment. That's already uploaded there. It's giving me a little preview on the right here. But I need to upload this new assignment that I've completed. So I'm going to click on the plus button, which says Add File, which is what we want to do. So I click on the plus button. I'm going to select the file, which in this case is not an image, but it's actual project, image issues, and there it is. Notice I have my name in the title. I really appreciate it if you guys would do that. It makes sure that when I'm grading them, in case you've forgotten your name or something, that I can see it right there in the name of the file. I click Open. The file is still not yet at eBackpack until I click Add Files, and it says Processing, and then it'll give me a green, one file was added. Okay, and here it is, Image Issues, right? It's still not turned in. I've uploaded it, and it's doing something over here to convert it so it can preview it. But we just need to turn it in. Okay, so just to the right of the name is going to be that turn in button. You see that now that I can preview it here. And the preview doesn't always work. As you can see, it sometimes distorts it. So we're going to turn it in. All right. Never have to touch the top dialog box. Just go down here to Class, Project. This one is the Image Issues Assignment. It's the third one down in this particular case. Do some comment and then turn it in. Okay, once it says the green box, it's been submitted, you've now turned in your assignment. Okay, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Good luck, and thanks for watching.